Bismillah, we have a question here, an excellent question from one of our readers. They've said that I've been reading a lot of your articles, but I'm getting overwhelmed. I don't know what to eat, and that's an excellent question. I get that asked. I get that asked a lot because it is so confusing nowadays. Not only do we have a lot of different health trends and giving a lot of different solutions, but the problem is everything in the grocery store that you can find has something or another that it seems to be detrimental. So how do we get around that? The answer is not simple. It's actually, I'm sure it's an answer that people might have heard before, but to do justice to it requires a lot more time. However, I'll try my best in a little clip that I have here to give you a concise summary of my clinical experience over the years, as well as the research that I've done into nutrition, and what my personal preference and lifestyle is, the way we eat in our own home, that I think will benefit the most people. If I can summarize it, the first most important point I can say is make a dedicated effort to squeeze vegetables into your diet in any way, shape, or form, whenever you can. If you're having eggs in the morning, then have some asparagus with them. If you're having something for lunch, then squeeze in a salad, or squeeze in steamed vegetables, or even in curry form, or in any form you can. Get those vegetables in there. It's the closest type of diet that we can. There's a closest we can get to our ancestral diet. People in our past used to eat a lot more vegetables, none of this processed foods that we get, and it brings with it all the nutrients and the fiber and all the things that we're looking for, and deliberate and by default makes us avoid all the other harmful substances. So point number one, just get those vegetables in. The second thing that I can probably say that I would highly recommend is we need to eat less carbs. The carbohydrate craze and our love of carbs has many reasons. Again, I can't probably justify everything right now, but as part of the best answer that I can give is that carbs are a huge culprit that are causing a lot of our health problems. And the third one is the poor quality of fats. And that can also be avoided if we avoid a lot of the processed foods and we're eating that whole foods diet that's including a lot of vegetables. But sometimes people can make the mistake of getting the good vegetables in the diet and avoiding sugar, but then they're cooking in the wrong oils. So it does require a little bit of a process of learning and trial and error of how to get great vegetables and healthy foods into a palatable, tasty meal that requires some effort, but at least I can put you on the right path by saying where there's a will, there's a way. Try to get those vegetables. Think of creative ways to get them in, and you'll find that your health will take leaps and bounds. You'll be improving in your health and your well-being, and a lot of the illnesses that people are suffering will be improved, and a lot of future illnesses can be prevented.